You've been practicing.
Nice, dude.
Your clapping is getting crisp.
Yeah, dude, those were some good ones.
There's some good claps.
Might leave those in.
I'm sure the audio listeners will love that.
What's
are
up,
you?
man?
I'm just a good dumb fun mode right now.
Yeah, dude, loving the look.
Yeah, I want to.
Looking good.
Hanging out with Skip last week made me remember it's been a while since we've pimped our merch. So I'm like, hey, let me get a little reminder out there that this stuff exists. You do a good job wearing your hoodie. I don't wear mine as enough.
And this is not a bit. It is the most comfortable thing I own.
You've said that, and I believe you.
Yeah, it's very nice. And TeePublic, like, I've bought other stuff from TeePublic.
Mm-hmm.
They have nice stuff.
That's our merch store.
Yeah,
support.
they do a great job.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to get on there and refresh some stuff.
We need to get something for Skip.
We do.
We'll see if we can.
We should do like.
Let's get a good dumb fun polo.
Yeah. With the GDF logo or the smiley or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if they do polos. I'll look.
We'll email them. We'll ask.
Yeah.
Listen.
No, I did think, I'm like, what if we did something? I'm going to say this now and then we're going to have to do it. What if we did something like when we have a guest on, like we just gave them a sticker or something? Like we got like a load of stickers that we just said, hey, thanks for being here.
Yeah, we could do that.
Here's your sticker.
That'd be fun.
So anyway, I want to get on there. The merch link is in our description below if you're interested in perusing, seeing what we got, seeing what we don't got.
It's mainly just to like.
It's this.
It's advertising.
Yeah.
Because we don't make any money on those.
We don't.
Get like 20 cents or something.
Yeah. And there's sales all the time. So they do like $16 tees pretty often. It seems like once a month I get an email that's like, tell people about the sale, and then I forget.
Yeah, if you want to donate to the show, don't buy. Just walk up to me and Josh and just give us money. Because we're not. Yeah.
Yeah. That's how a Patreon works.
Like if you want to flex and look good, buy the merch. But if you just want to like throw money at us, like just flag me down.
Yeah. Put Patreon in the memo line, and we'll know what that means. We don't have a Patreon.
Who knows?
We'll just know you mean support the show.
We might one day.
Yeah. No. Anyway, well, I did intend to talk about it since I'm wearing it.
It looks good.
But I didn't mean to go all in. Skip's going to be mad at me for pimping our merch again. But it's been a while, okay? We backed off.
Skip, just give us money.
Yeah, Skip, where's your check that we hear so much about? You always say, I get a check. I get a check. How about you give us a check? You know what I mean? No, we were very, it was good to see Skip.
It was.
It was good to see Skip.
It was. Always love Skip.
Yeah. And for anybody, we're coming off the heels of the Animal Fights Part 1.
Yeah, this is
Welcome to the Jungle.
This is a fired up couple of weeks for us.
Yeah, so we're starting another Part
right into
1.
more stuff.
Yeah, we're just gonna do we're just gonna do Part 1s every week.
Today's the day.
Yeah, we've been building up for this. Uncle Sam has wanted you to send in your hot takes for weeks, if not months.
Uncle Fun.
And today is the day that will be remembered as the day that we finally started doing hot takes.
How was your week, man?
It's been good.
You good?
Yeah. Week's been good. I had a little bit of a fiasco moment yesterday.
Oh. Okay.
So we recently purchased a new vehicle, a mom-mobile, something bigger, something, wife can feel safe in, lug the kids around in, something a little better, like a better situation. So we're selling. I got her car that she was driving, so we still have like a daily driver, like good gas mileage vehicle.
Yes.
And then we're selling mine.
Yes.
So I have had zero problems with my car. We've had it for almost 6 years. Mm-hmm. I won't say zero problems because every car has its issues.
I've known you for...
But I've never...
I've known you long enough to...
I've never had like catastrophic issues with this vehicle.
It hasn't exploded yet.
I've had to... I replaced the AC system on it a couple of years ago. It's needed normal stuff like new tires and, whatever. But anyway, so we're getting ready to sell it. So we're like, well, let's take it in. I know it's due for a tune-up, so let's take it in. That was a few weeks ago. We got it tuned up. They said, hey, there's a couple other things wrong with it. Do you want to fix that? And we're like, yeah, do this, don't do this. Like some of that stuff, I'm like, whoever the next owner is can just deal with that on their own time because it's not anything urgent. Mm-hmm. It's just something that any shop would have told you, hey, it's time to do this. So anyway, so we got the car fixed up, and then it's been sitting in our driveway for like 2 or 3 weeks as we're getting ready to, find a time to meet up with the buyer to deliver the vehicle and you know, part ways with it.
Yeah.
Yesterday was the day. So I take my lunch break from work. I'm driving to a nearby town where we said we would meet this person, and my wife is driving the car that we're selling. And so she's coming from home, I'm coming from work, and then the plan is we're going to meet at this place, and then I will bring her back home, and then they will drive the car from there. Like, it'll be fine. I am about halfway there. It's about 30 minutes away, and I get a call from my wife that the car has like she's hitting the accelerator and it's not accelerating, and like weird stuff's happening.
Yeah.
And I think I might need to pull over. And I was like, okay, is it overheating? She said no. And then she's like, I'm hitting the gas and it's just not going. Like, I'm not getting any acceleration. And I'm like, that's weird. And then the check engine light comes on, and I was like, is it flashing? She was like, no. And I was like, okay, do you feel safe driving the vehicle right now? And she was like, I don't know what's going on. And I was like, okay. She's like, I'm going to pull over. And she's like, do you think I should turn the car off? And I was like, if it's not overheating, you should be fine. Like, you can leave it running. Because if it's like the battery light came on, and I've never seen that light come on in this car. Like, it's new, brand new things are happening that have never happened
in the 6 years you've owned it.
In the 6 years I've owned this car. And all of a sudden, the day we're selling the car to like literally go meet the buyer, all this stuff starts happening. And so anyway, she gets out of the car, she pops the hood, she's looking around, and she's like, I mean, everything looks like it's hooked up. You know, we're not car people.
Right.
Like, we know a little bit. She knows more than I do now because she was like talking to her granddad about all this stuff. But like, anyway, so long story short, she gets back in the car. It's overheating. The needle is fully on H. So I was like, yeah, shut the car off. I'm already turning around. Like, I'll be on my way to come get you. And I was like, I'm going to call a tow truck. Can you call the buyer and just tell them there's going to be a delay. We got to take it back to the shop. Because we're assuming, okay, one of the things they fixed in the shop had to do with the cooling system. So maybe they just didn't hook something back up right, and this will be something that they can fix, and it'll be fine. So I pick her up. I call the tow truck. I take her home, and then I'm like, okay, it's lunch hour. We didn't get to do what we wanted to do, but like, I dropped her off back home. I'm driving back to work. There is a Taco Bell right across the street from work. So I was like, okay, I'm at a stoplight. Let me get on the app real quick and order. I got a gift card. So I'm like, let me just use my gift card. I'm going to order something real quick, swing through the drive-thru and go back to work. And so I order it. I go through the drive-thru. I'm like, hey, I'm picking up an online mobile order for Josh. And they're like, yeah, we don't have a Josh. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, I'm looking at it. It says it's submitted. And they're like, yeah, I don't know. Something went wrong. And then I looked, and Saturday I went to a different Taco Bell, and I did not change the location back. So now I have to go back to the other side of town that I was already on to go to that Taco Bell to pick up the food I already paid for, and I couldn't cancel it. And even if I could cancel it, I would worry about losing my gift card funds. So I'm like, it's not like a credit card charge where they can just like refund me the money.
That's devastating.
Yeah. So now I have to go back to the east side of town.
Yeah.
Drive through Taco Bell. And then I'm driving, and I realize the title for the vehicle we're selling was in the glove box of that vehicle. And that vehicle is now on the side of the road with the key sitting on the front right tire, because that's where the tow truck guy told me to leave it. And I was like, I don't feel right leaving my vehicle with the title inside, with the key accessible. So now I'm going back to the car. Yeah. So now I'm on the side of the interstate again.
Yes.
And I got the title out of the vehicle, and then I locked it all up, and I put the key back, and then I drove back to work. But it was like a whole thing. So that was my fiasco yesterday.
That is tough.
Yeah. So
listen, the car stuff, that's one thing. But that Taco Bell story, that's heartbreaking.
It was hard.
That's devastating.
To know
that it's waiting for you.
Like, you pull up to a place you trust, and they say, "Depart from me, for I never knew you." Like, that's like,
it is
existential stuff.
It is 100%. Forget the car stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, what am I supposed to do now? You want me to drive all the way over there?
Well, and I looked on
lunch.
I looked on that. Yeah, my lunch was over, and I was like,
sure.
I was like, I'm working late tonight anyway, so it worked out. But like, I'm getting my time in, so I'm not worried about the time. I'm just worried. I'm like, now I have to go all the way back to that side of town.
Yeah.
When I was literally across the street from work, and I was just on that side of town.
Oh gosh.
So the reason I didn't go to that Taco Bell is because I didn't want my food to be soggy by the time I got to work.
Yeah.
So now I got to go back, come back. And then I ended up swinging by the car again on the side of the road, trying not to, people are just buzzing right by you.
Right.
And, that was a whole mess yesterday.
Oh, man.
But other than that, my week's been good.
Good.
So the car did make it to the shop. And, of course, it has nothing to do with anything they already did. So we have to pay again for a new and exciting issue.
But I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's car stuff. And
it is. Cars are the worst.
I'm like, we got hopefully just one more nickel and dime.
Yes, and
then the car is gone. So, and I'm not like happy to see the car go. Like it's not like my previous vehicle. We were glad to see it go,
right?
Because it nickel and dimed us for years. This car has been good until literally the day we were going to get rid of it, and then it acted out.
Baby, come back.
Yeah, I think it knew.
Yeah,
it's like watch this.
It all on me.
It's like watch this. I'm going to eat my belt. That's what I'm going to do. That's what the car did.
Yeah. Oh, man, that sucks.
The guy from the shop called. He was like,
always sucks.
Figured out what's wrong with the car. It got no belt on it.
Really?
Yeah. And then they put a new belt on it and started the car, and then it ate that one too. There was something wrong with the compressor. It was crazy. It just shredded it.
Dude, that's crazy.
So that's why the cooling system.
Dude, good thing Courtney didn't open it up and like stick her hand in there or something.
Yeah, I don't know what danger she was in.
It was like some Final Destination stuff. The car was like, I'm just waiting.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for somebody to reach down in here.
Give me a reason. Yeah, but no, everything's fine. I heroically rescued her from the side of the road.
Brownie points.
Yeah. I felt bad. I was like, I wish I was the one driving the car because I feel bad that you got stranded.
No, you got the brownie points, dude. Hey, listen, between us, we're all. Not saying we're all men here.
Yeah, it's just us.
It's just us. Brownie points.
Sure. Whoop. Anyway, how are you?
I'm all right, except for this morning. This morning I went to the gym and I regaled you a little bit earlier. I'm paying for the sins of my youth, because when I was big into competing and stuff, my biggest issue in the gym that people would comment on of like, here's why you're not progressing throughout the years was your intensity. They're like, you're not intense enough.
Oh, I thought you were going to say too intense.
So like for years, I was always like being soft about it.
Yeah.
It was just like, but it's hard. And then
it's
finally,
heavy.
when I started learning about intensity was when I blew my right knee out. And then now today, there was no lead up to this. I literally was like, it's legs today, dude. This sucks. I hate my life.
Leg day's the worst.
And I unracked the bar empty, which, again, not going into any weight conversations about gym weight or anything. For me, the bar is like literally, let's just get the legs moving.
Like the 45-pound bar?
The bar is empty.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me just.
That was my max in high school.
Let me just get warm.
You're not going to.
Let me just get warm. And I squat down, and my good knee explodes.
Your good knee?
And I'm like,
with
what
the bar?
happened to you, bro? I'm like, there's nothing that should be wrong. So, and then like an idiot, I went, okay, let me make sure. So then I went down again, and it did it again, and I was like, there's no way you're giving out. And I was like, okay, maybe it's a squatting thing. So then I go to the leg press, and I'm like, let me put some light weight on the leg press and see how that feels. It hurts there too. And I was like, okay, I guess I'm just not going to do any squatting movement today. And so I'm like, but, I abused my body back in the day. Yeah. So now, at the ripe old age of not old, I'm pretty old.
Yeah.
Bone-wise. The bones are old.
The bones are old.
Yeah. The cartilage is old.
Yeah.
It's worn. They're like, please.
Stop.
Drink some milk. Please. Help us. So, but no, other than that, I'm good. I'm chilling.
That's how... Yeah. Do you feel okay? Like
I'm fine.
Like sitting here, does it hurt?
I'm fine. No.
Okay, it's just
I
the
can
weight.
walk. I can climb the stairs.
It's just the weight that has the.
Yeah. Apparently that was too. Apparently it was like you should have started with, like
the
something
light
lighter.
bar, like the 15-pound bar that I used to have to bench on.
Maybe you should have just squatted with yourself.
Yeah. Let's do some air squats next time, buddy.
Dude. I don't know. Your body's just weird.
Yeah.
Your body sometimes it's just like today's not the day.
Yeah. That's
and it could be tomorrow. Could go in and be like, dude. Today's the day.
Yeah,
but
double it and add one.
Today was obviously not the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but no, other than that, I'm good. I'm ready to
Yeah.
get into it today.
Oh, we're gonna get into it. We do have some mailbag stuff. I
Okay.
feel you on the sins of your youth thing though, because I feel like I'm probably gonna be like deaf by 40.
Yeah.
Because of all the concerts and loud music and everything.
Yeah.
I was talking to a buddy of mine about Warped Tour earlier today, and he said, Warped Tour is coming by the city he's in right now, and the Warped Tour died and then came back, and it came back in a worse format. Like, you used to be able to okay, Warped Tour is going to be in town for a few days.
Yeah.
You could pay for the day, and it was like $40, and
That's not bad
Yeah.
for the day.
Yeah.
Come and go. And
and it's like you can get there
get
at
food. And
and you're there for like 12 to 14 hours.
Yeah, so
like,
you're getting your money's worth.
yeah, and then it's a tourist trap, so like they're going to charge you $8 for water and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like you get that when you go in.
Of course.
Now you have to pay for the whole weekend, and it's $200.
Ooh, that's steep.
Yeah, so we were talking about
Yeah.
like we're
When
just,
are we going?
Well, we were talking about how like we're getting too old for this, and I told him, I was like, there was a T-shirt I saw a while ago, and I might try to, since we're talking about the merch stuff, maybe I'll try to recreate it in like our own way. But it was just this. It was this character from a movie where this quote comes from. I forget the movie and who the guy is, but it's like a silhouette of him, and then it just says, "I'm too old for this pit."
Oh yeah.
So
that's funny.
yeah. So anyway, keep
I'm
an eye out for that.
I'm dreading these comments over the next few weeks.
Why?
I'm just.
Well, let's get into
This
it.
was. I've already. Let me clarify. It has been. What's today? Okay, so it's been.
Like
hold on, I'm
a
bad
little
at
less
math.
than 48 hours.
It's been almost 48 hours.
Yeah.
And in that 48 hours, the amount of real life responses to that episode have been hilarious.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I cannot imagine what is on the paper right now.
In person, so I did collect the comments from online, but in person, mostly what I get is like, Patrick's joking, right? Like, that's a bit, and I'm like, it's not. He's totally 100% serious. Everything he said, he stands by.
Dude, James, my best friend.
Oh, I got a couple from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My phone went off at like 10 a.m. So the episode had only been out for a few hours, and it was just, you're deranged. I can't believe you said this online. You know you're wrong. You know you're an idiot. Stop. Get some help.
Well, let's get into it. Comments primarily come from YouTube, Instagram, SpeakPipe, and gooddumbfunshow@gmail.com. I did find some elsewhere.
I hope Kit's on my side.
I didn't hear from Kit today.
I want to believe that
He'll get to it eventually.
I want to believe they're on my side.
Yeah. Kit Richter will get to it eventually.
Okay.
I think they're catching up still, if they didn't just give up. Skip Talmadge, first ever repeat guest. You know this man. I don't know what that means. So
Dude, he's we haven't had somebody on the show that we wouldn't invite back.
for sure.
We don't have anybody that's a one and done yet.
And you'll see
You'll
some
know if it does.
familiar faces.
If it happens, you'll know.
Yeah.
The next episode will be like, that guy sucked. No, Skip is.
Skip's the best.
Friend of the show.
Skip's the best.
He's a regular.
Yeah. And he'll be back for more.
He will, for sure.
For more
Who knows how
animal fights.
long that series is going to go.
I think
Flash forward a year from now, and there's 47 episodes.
Yeah, Animal Parts Part 17.
Part 17.
Yeah. No, I think we could squeeze.
You know what's
going to
be really exciting for the watchers, though, is that one day, maybe, because I don't know about, I'm not trying to break any environmental laws, but how funny would it be is like, we have 47 animal episodes, and then the 48th episode, the thumbnail is in the octagon.
Uh-huh. And it's just you.
That would be pretty exciting.
Do they still let you, like, fight orangutans at the circus and stuff like that?
I don't think
like
so.
orangutan boxing?
I think the only animal that I can think of that you could box would be like bears.
Or was that exclusive to the
bears.
1980s?
Probably. Probably. Anyways.
One Small Step Adventures. Good to see you guys outside touching grass. That was a reference to the Frisbee.
Oh, yeah.
Frisbee
Yeah, we go
episode.
outside.
Yeah, we've been there.
Go outside
We've been
sometimes.
outside.
We're athletes.
Yeah. Anybody who watched that one could tell. Anybody who listened. I did get a comment from somebody who just listens to the audio.
No way.
They're like, that one was tough.
Dude, good on you for toughing that one out.
I'm like, I would have either
I'll
skipped that one.
I'll be complete honest. That's a skip.
Yeah, or
if you
or
listen to that
switch
audio,
to YouTube for a day.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd be like, ooh.
What's not plugged in over there? Oh, is that the third? Okay. I just panicked for a second. I just saw a cord sitting on the table.
Mics.
I know, but I worry.
I do. I know. You have a reason to worry.
Continuing. One Small Step Adventures. S'mores Pop-Tarts are top tier, and cookies and cream are good too. We were talking about April Fool's stuff.
Cookies and cream Pop-Tarts?
Cookies and cream Pop-Tarts, yeah.
Can we get that next week?
Yeah.
Are you going to the grocery store anytime?
I've been. Yeah. We can make it happen.
I meant between now and then.
Yeah, between now and next week.
Okay.
Almost certainly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll look into it.
If you'll look into it, I'll look into some stuff as well.
Yeah, I'll look into it.
Might have some snacks next week.
Okay. Micah Olson says Michael Rooker as Skip Talmadge would be cool.
Oh, okay.
So he liked the casting.
Okay.
And then he said it's all fun and games until the eagle blinds Patrick. So Micah got stuck on the eagle.
Yes, which is, it makes me so mad that's the one you get stuck on. That's infuriating to me. Out of all the things, you could have been like, no, a gorilla will rip you in half. No, a rhino's going to disembowel you. An elephant's going to step on you. Like any of those, and I would have conceded. I would have been like, listen, it's not, I didn't say that. I didn't say my odds are 100%.
I didn't say they're not risks.
Yeah. But to fixate on a small little 20-pound bird.
I think you'd be shocked at how big an eagle is. I think you'd step in the cage and be like, that's a big bird.
Yes, but not as big as me.
And then it stretches its wings out, and you're like, oh, it is as big as me.
Dude. You remember the original, what was one of the first of, I think it was probably just the Avengers.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when Hulk grabs Loki and
Yeah, that's what you're doing with the eagle?
That's all you got to do.
Do you think you'd have a better shot?
I just thought Michael would have more faith. Of all the people that would potentially take my side, I was confident that Micah would have been the one to take my side.
Yeah, he's a loyalist in general.
Yeah,
like he's loyal.
I know.
And I think if rubber met the road and you're stepping in the octagon, he's got your back.
Oh, for sure. Like if we were in the savannah.
Yeah.
If we're in the savannah and he sees me square up on a leopard,
he's gonna like your chance.
He's gonna be like, I'm not gonna let him go alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I trust him to that extent. Like I know he would fight with me.
Sure.
So I'm like, I just wanted to be reassured.
Yeah.
In the mental gymnastics.
The theory, yeah. Theoretically, he's
in the classroom.
He does not have your back.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I know in the field he would.
Sure. Yeah.
I just need he's
loyal.
He's not helping me out in front of the students.
Do you think you'd have a better shot, like injury-wise, against an eagle, or if I filled a plastic bag with kitchen knives and threw that at you?
So what has a chance to hurt me less?
Yeah.
The bag, for sure.
Okay, so you think the eagle could theoretically do damage?
I'm not saying the eagle can't damage me. I'm just saying that
because it's a flying sack of knives.
There's no world where the eagle beats me.
The chickens have large talons.
The eagle does not beat me.
Okay.
95% of the time I win.
That's a 5%.
5% is when the eagle gets lucky and gets like an artery or something.
Okay.
That's the only chance it has.
Like it grazed your
its
femoral?
Only chance is to get an artery somewhere.
Yeah.
Because if it doesn't get an artery, it's as soon as I get my hands on it, it cannot beat me. It's over. All right, let's not get back into the animals.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll save that for Skip. James Villa. Warrior.
We're back.
Warrior is a fantastic movie. Cry every time.
Nice.
I agree, dude. And I cry about something different every time. I know you haven't seen the movie. You should watch it.
I know. I need to watch it.
This year, I watched it on my birthday like I always do. This year, I really, I feel like I always attach to a different character. This year, I really was, feeling the Nick Nolte's character, the dad.
Yeah.
Like the father of the two brothers. Mm-hmm. For whatever reason, he was just, tugging at my heartstrings this year. But,
yeah, and I imagine it also changes as you get further along in life.
Yeah, sure. True.
Because back in the day, you're a young man just,
yeah,
on the beat, so to speak.
Yeah.
And now you're a dad.
That's true.
So
yeah,
it changes.
Yeah,
I imagine.
But it's a beautiful movie.
Yeah,
you'll cry.
I am a big crier.
All right. Continuing. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay. James Villa.
Okay.
I say we get Patrick on the mat with a rookie fighter in a sparring session and see if he can grapple them to the ground. We go up in class of fighter if he can just take... Listen. We go up in class of fighter if he can just take control of the ground game for 10 seconds, and we keep going up until we hit Silverback Gorilla.
Okay. We had this argument,
Uh-huh.
and he thinks I'm insane for this, so I want your feedback.
Okay.
He said a rookie fighter would kill you, to which I responded, a rookie fighter is more dangerous to me than these animals because the rookie fighter is trained in dealing with other people.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
I do, and I thought you'd say that.
Yeah. Oh.
And I don't have like a counter argument.
Let me have it.
No, I don't have a counter argument. I thought you'd say that because I'm like, okay, well, now we're dealing with people. Now we're in a ring with people, like you said, who are trained to do this sort of thing.
Yes.
So, it almost has to be like, rather than a rookie fighter, just some other guy, just start with some other guy.
My odds just skyrocketed.
And then, because I'm like, okay, if we're fighting untrained animals,
right,
it needs to be an untrained guy.
Fair.
So,
me and Micah.
Yeah, you and Micah, you and me,
ring.
you and I don't know anything about James, but like
James would stomp me.
Does he fight?
No, he doesn't fight, but
he'd tango.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he'd put me. He'd beat the brakes off of me, dude. He's big.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
and not
well
big.
then,
Not big like me. Big as in like.
Oh.
He's big.
Like built different.
Yeah. He's
okay. March Jackness.
Yeah. If
Got
anyone, he should have. That's even more infuriating to me. He should have the same disposition as me.
Sure.
He just refuses to accept his potential.
Yeah. Well, if he ever finds himself in the situation, maybe he'll channel his inner Patrick.
I sure hope so.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was his suggestion was to start low and then just build up in class level, basically, until we get to a silverback gorilla.
But to say that the odds of me beating a medium-sized dog is less than me beating a rookie fighter, to me is crazy. Because the rookie fight, see, a dog only knows how to bite.
Mm-hmm.
A rookie fighter knows exactly what they're going to do to me when they get me in the position they want me in.
Sure. To get you to submit.
Like anyone, any person that has like even probably 6 months of jiu-jitsu or boxing,
like if they get you in like a Kimura,
they're
or
going
whatever.
to get me where they want me.
Yeah.
Or hit me in the face the exact right way, where I do like those where you just fold.
You just go to sleep.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like they know what to do to me.
Yeah.
The animal only knows to do what.
Yeah. An animal doesn't know what a Kimura is.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. I got it.
It will know once I have it.
In a Kimura. Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways.
Yeah. Well, that was.
Yeah. Thanks, James.
Yeah. Thanks, James. That was all the comments for today.
Okay.
I did have a couple speak pipes I forgot to tell you about, so we'll do those next time.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll do those
gotta
next
get
time.
into it.
Yep. We are going to get into hot takes today.
Let's do it.
So, no real structure.
Yeah, we're just going to go into
I'm
them.
just going to read the hot take.
Let's see how many we can get into.
Yeah. So, I thought it was.
I want to try to give every one of them a good shake.
Yeah.
I don't want to just one sentence.
Right.
Most of them.
Some of them.
We might have to.
Yeah. Okay, we just agree or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So I thought we've been asking people for their hot takes.
Yes.
I thought it was only fair if we start with ours.
Yeah.
So unless you.
I've taken up enough time on mine.
Okay. Oh yeah, with
we
your.
spent a whole episode on.
That's true.
Now a half of one on mine.
Welcome to the Jungle was Patrick's hot take.
That's
that
my
could survive
biggest
in
one
an octagon.
for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll start with mine.
Okay.
So, and I've thought this for a while.
Oh boy.
The country should be run jointly by Chick-Fil-A and Major League Baseball instead of the U.S. government.
I just feel like Chick-fil-A's organizational structure, I don't know how most businesses haven't looked at the Chick-fil-A structure and go, we should do that.
Yeah, we should mimic that.
Because it's not just about fast food.
Right.
But
it's
you
about
see
service.
it. You see it in a lot of fast food.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
Because, you can go to places that normally would, like, spit in your drink and call you really ugly things.
Yeah.
Now they're all saying my pleasure.
Right.
And you're like, whoa.
And every time, if you go to, like, a McDonald's or something and someone says my pleasure, what's your first thought?
I thought my first thought when somebody hits me with that is that person used to work at Chick-fil-A.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I think.
Yes.
I'm like, you used to work at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. But what about the baseball part?
Okay.
How does that help?
Yeah. So in my opinion, Chick-fil-A and Major League Baseball are two of the best run organizations in America.
Okay, so baseball is like the Chick-fil-A of sports.
Yeah, and not just from an efficiency standpoint, but just from like a widespread organization, like profitability, consistency, uniformity.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they've loosened up in the last couple of years, but like, if you can get 30 teams worth of however many players are on a team, plus the minor league teams, like,
and hundreds of games.
Yeah. 162 games per team. That's like probably pushing 2,500 games a year in total. And your calendar runs from like April through October.
That's crazy.
Like,
that you put it in that way. Yeah.
Like, they're having games every day all over the country. Like, it's just from an organizational standpoint, it's impressive. But then they also get everybody to like be what I consider to be relatively satisfied. You know, you don't see a lot of people quit Major League Baseball.
Right.
Like, I'm sure it happens. I'm sure there's some people
highly
who are
lucrative.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're paid very well.
Yeah.
Like, they're paid better, I would say, than most other professional sports. Like,
for sure.
You know, so that's like it seems like a very well-run organization.
Yeah.
From the front office down to the grounds crew, like grand scheme. So that's why I say Chick-fil-A and Major League Baseball. I want to replace the Republicans and the Democrats with the Chick-fil-A and Major League Baseball.
100%.
And they just kind of jointly run the country together.
100%.
So what I'm suggesting, just to make myself crystal clear. I think
that one out.
No, I'm just saying it would be better.
For sure.
From an efficiency standpoint, and then just a pure organizational reliability standpoint.
For sure.
Can you imagine if you went to the DMV and you got hit with My Pleasure?
For sure.
And you got your license in
30
2 minutes?
seconds?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So just a couple of I thought I was going to have to sell you on this a little harder, so I brought some data.
Listen, you and I could do a better job.
I don't know about that.
I think we could do okay.
We'd be corrupt in 3 years. Before the end of the first term.
So you have some stats?
Well, just some interesting tidbits. Okay, so we'll start with Chick-fil-A.
You thought I was going to put up some more resistance.
Yeah, I thought you were going to be like,
no, dude, I'm on board. You've got me. Yeah.
You had me. No, kidding. The okay, so Chick-fil-A, typical Chick-fil-A drive-thrus often have 10 plus cars in line at once. The average competitor has 3 to 5 cars in line at once. So they're dealing with more. Despite that, they still rank among the fastest service time, which is the time from which you order the food to when you're handed the bag. Mm-hmm. So even though they're dealing with more people at one time, they're still faster than everybody else. Mm-hmm. So that's efficiency. Their order accuracy. What do you think their order accuracy is?
Above 90%.
95%.
Nice.
What do you think the average is for their competitors?
I'm gonna say like 72.
I was gonna say it's probably not as bad as you think it is.
Yeah.
It's 85 to 90%.
85 to
So
I was guessing pretty low.
Yeah, low end of a 10% range and high end of a 10% range. So they're like, when you dive into like one location, because you got to think, I forget how many, I don't know if I wrote down how many Chick-fil-A's there are. I did not. But when you look at one restaurant, their top tier sales per, like, efficiency per location ranges between 7.5 to 9 million per location annually.
Right. They're raking it in.
Which is 2 to 3 times more than their competitors.
Right.
So
they're
like
killing it.
Just profitable. 60% of all sales come from the drive-thru. So it's not, less than half of their profits come from people who actually step foot in the store.
Right.
Which I think is how we want it now.
Yeah.
So they've kind of built the system around
getting people in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then finally they win head-to-head on just effective speed, not just raw time. So even when, you pull up to a location that has a Chick-fil-A and a, what's another restaurant that you like?
Whataburger.
So there's a Chick-fil-A and a Whataburger side by side. The Chick-fil-A has a line wrapped around the building. The Whataburger has a line wrapped halfway around the building. You're on a time crunch.
Chick-fil-A, 100%.
Exactly.
It's not even, you don't even think twice about it.
Yeah.
Because you know that although there's 100 cars in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru, I can still get in there faster than I can if there's 5 cars at the McDonald's or 7 cars at the Whataburger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just, I mean, I'm asking kind of leading questions, but like it makes the point. It makes the point.
Anyone who if you live in the side of the United States that has a Chick-fil-A, you know this.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
Even if you're not a Chick-fil-A fan, you're aware.
You know that they're killing it.
Yeah. So, couple other things. They've ranked number 1 in customer service friendliness pretty much year after year.
Yeah.
Imagine that in the government. Just ranked number 1 in friendliness.
We would have no wars.
Yeah.
Everybody
peace.
would love us.
Yeah.
They'd be like, those guys over there in the U.S., they're the best.
Yeah.
Have you talked to them?
Yeah.
Dude, they're the best.
Like, I didn't get my tariffs reduced, but they were so nice.
They were so nice. Yeah.
I didn't know this. They literally review what they call game film of their drive-thrus, looking for efficiencies that they can maximize. So
That's crazy.
Yeah, they'll get like drones out.
So they're
there.
like tape. They're like grinding the tape.
They're watching tape.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
that's so funny.
Because it's like, okay,
yeah,
our efficiency was a little low today. What happened? It's like, oh well, it was raining, or oh, it's we were short staffed, or there could be explanations to be had. But they will literally watch film of their drive-thrus to try to improve it. So I guess what I'm getting at is if the government had that level of care and attention and just service-oriented attack approach, think of how much better it would be.
It'd be awesome.
And then organizationally, I won't bore you with all the Major League Baseball stuff I had, but I kind of covered it a little bit as I was initially selling
the
on
sheer
it.
volume of stuff they manage would be perfect for handling all the facets of government.
And obviously we're talking about things at scale. So like the government, the U.S. government's a lot bigger of a bear than running Chick-fil-A or running the Major League Baseball, which is why I think they should work together.
For sure. And then you get, but the thing is that you get more people on board with your process.
Exactly.
And then it's just expanding the process.
You're implementing that mindset and that process into a bigger thing. Yeah. So you grow with it.
Right.
But anyway, that's my hot take, is that the government should be run by Chick-fil-A.
Most people will agree with you
and
on
Major
that
League Baseball. So
I have to do some editing at that 30-minute mark.
I said what I said. Okay. Any other comments on that?
No, we're good.
Okay,
I
cool.
agree.
Speed limit signs should be done away with.
Okay. Don't tell me who said that.
I actually did not write any names down.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, sick. So everything we're reading is anonymous.
Yeah. So
awesome.
Yeah. So I made a judgment call. Nobody straight up said put my name on this.
Yes.
So I just said I'm going to make them all anonymous. And
thank goodness.
So if anybody wants, just comment and say, hey, that one was me, because I didn't write them down.
Whoever said that is an idiot.
Uh-oh.
You're an idiot, whoever you are. Speed limits exist for a reason.
Okay. Humor it, though.
Mad Max.
Okay. Autobahn.
Mad Max, but there's roads.
Autobahn.
Yeah, but
it works in Germany.
There's a culture. It doesn't. People die all the time over there in car accidents.
Well.
But also, it's a culture thing.
Now, they did not say speed limits should be done away with. They said speed limit signs. So
if you don't have the sign, then you don't.
I'm just kidding. I think it's implied.
For sure.
Yeah.
You don't take the signs down, then what? Paint them on the floor?
That's not a bad idea.
You'd have to paint it every, quarter mile.
Well, what if, think about, I know.
Are you in on this?
No.
Oh,
Listen, though. I know every generation thinks we're going to have flying cars in the next generation.
Yeah, never.
I'm not saying we're going to have flying cars. I'm saying, what if we get to a point where driving is automated? We're already seeing it with Teslas and things like that. What if we get to a point where public transportation is driverless vehicles, cars become just passenger pods?
Yes.
That sort of thing, where it's okay, driving privileges have been revoked for everybody. Imagine that.
Yes.
So now the cars themselves are managing their own.
Yes.
So, okay. So now.
In that case,
Yeah.
no speed limit.
Okay.
And here's why. We've done this. iRobot.
Okay.
Watch that movie.
I've seen it.
They all have the autopilot, auto driving. They're all moving 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And when do the issues arise?
When
There's
people.
there's two issues.
Yeah.
Number one is when you let people take the wheel, and then number two is when AI comes to kill everybody.
Right.
So
And
those
both
are the
are
two.
inevitable.
So those are the two problems.
Yeah.
If you take those two elements out, if you take AI out and you take us out,
So, okay.
That's
so
fine.
you're fine with no speed limits as long as no one is
as long
manually.
as no one can drive, yes.
As long as no one's
we
manually
can
operating
take the
a vehicle.
speed limits away if not a single human being has the ability to drive.
Okay.
Period. People
Okay.
can't drive now with speed limits.
Right. But the problem. Okay. Think about it. Think about it this way. I'm playing devil's advocate here.
Okay.
Think about it this way.
I'm getting heated at you.
I know. And this wasn't me.
Right.
But the.
But if it was you,
No. Devil's advocate. What is more dangerous, the people disobeying the speed limit or the people obeying the speed limit?
the people disobeying the speed limit.
I know, but if the people disobeying the speed limit are inevitable, and then you have a bunch of do-gooders out here trying to do their part, if there was no speed limit,
Everybody would be doing what they wanted.
yeah, but I feel like everybody would be more careful too,
No.
because now, like the people who out
That
there,
is a fundamental misunderstanding of the human condition.
I'm suggesting,
It's not. It can't happen.
I'm
We're
suggesting
flawed, broken creatures.
there's a reason we have minimum speed limits, because that's dangerous too.
Yeah, we have minimum speed limits in the fastest places we're allowed to drive.
Right.
You don't have a minimum speed limit in a 25 mile per hour school zone.
But I agree. But there's a certain point at which
No.
the overly cautious drivers can be just as dangerous as the least cautious drivers.
1 out of 100.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
For every 100 speeders, there's one person who's going 5 miles per hour too slow.
Sure. Okay.
Because then you have everybody in your neighborhood is going 90
Mm-hmm.
because they're trying to beat their commute to work. And then you get obliterated because some guy flying down your neighborhood at 90
Mm-hmm.
murders you.
I will say this. I am definitely a fan of speed limits in a neighborhood because it drives me insane when people are going
Yeah.
like 40 through the
Yeah.
neighborhood. And I'm like, dude, there's kids out here.
Right.
I'm out here.
Right.
Like, that's crazy.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And now you take all that away?
But out
It's
on the
Mad
road,
Max.
out on the road, I'm like, do what you
It's
gotta do.
already terrible enough.
That's true.
It's already a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're saying everybody gets to do what they want and there's no repercussions.
Yeah, but think about like when I see a 60 mile an hour speed limit, what number comes to your mind where you're like, this is where I'm setting my cruise?
65.
Okay. So you're already breaking the speed limit.
Yes.
I'm breaking the speed limit.
I'll admit that.
When people see a number, they see a suggestion and an internal limit.
Right.
If there was no number to be seen, people are going to drive as fast as they're comfortable driving.
No.
I think so.
Disagree.
A lot of people aren't. A lot of people are.
A lot of people are similar to me where they go 3 to 5 miles per hour is as far as I'm willing to push past the speed limit.
Is that a safety measure or
Yes.
a police concern?
Both.
Okay.
I'm trying to follow the law.
Sure.
Most of the time I'm at the speed limit.
Uh-huh.
If it's under interstate levels,
Mm-hmm.
I'm at the speed limit. If it's on the interstate, that's the only place I'm willing to push it a little bit because I'm like, if I'm on the interstate, I have to go somewhere.
Right.
And again, even then, even in that situation, I'm like, I'm pushing it by going
Yeah.
5 over.
Yeah. And I am never.
Now
we're
imagine you try to get on the interstate and everyone is going as fast as the average speedometer now is like 140.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh. I misunderstood
Everybody's
what you just said.
going. The average speedometer in a car
Yeah.
is like 140. So
Okay.
now you've got everybody going 140.
Yeah, but the cars
as-
don't actually go that
as
fast.
fast as they can push their accelerator down.
Mm-hmm.
The lowest speed you're going to see on the interstate is 100.
I think the people who are going to do that with no speed limits are already doing that because they just don't care about anybody.
But when you take the rules away, the people who were on the fence are going to do it.
Yeah, but I think you could still have unsafe driving laws. You know, if a cop sees someone zigzagging through traffic and cutting people off and stuff like that, I think they could still be pulled over for unsafe driving.
Everyone would be doing that.
I don't
If
know.
everybody's going 100, have you seen NASCAR?
Yeah.
Or Formula One? That's going to be every single road you're on.
I think
Every single road you're on is Formula One. That's the greatest. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, that's the greatest way to describe what would happen. Every single road you're on is Formula One.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think, I'm not necessarily saying speed limits should be done away with. I think we disagree on how people would react. Because I think there would be a burst of excitement where people are going to be stupid, and then it's going to level out.
No.
You think it's going to burst and stay there.
Yes. Look at the world.
I get it, but
Look at people.
I get it. I do.
Yeah. No.
I get it.
There's no. If you
I just think there's enough people.
If you say murder is legal,
yeah,
everyone's getting murdered.
You're right. Yeah. That's an extreme. I think you're right.
It's true, though.
But
human nature wins out.
Yeah, but it's not going to
be...
be...
In the absence of law and order.
But it's not going to be most people doing the murdering. It's going to be a group of people who wanted to anyway.
You will be astonished.
Yeah.
I guarantee...
I go back and forth on it.
No, human nature cannot be trusted. That's why we have law and order.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a hot take.
Yes, it was.
All right.
This is definitely going to be a 7-parter.
Hockey is the best possible live sports experience.
I'm just going through the data banks real quick. Do you have an opinion while I'm thinking?
I would agree. I've been to a lot of hockey games. I've never had more fun in a sporting event than at a hockey game. That does not mean hockey's my favorite sport. That does not mean hockey is the most fun sport to watch. I don't really watch hockey on TV unless it's like a big event like the Olympics or the Four Nations or something like that, or if my team happens to be televised and I'm not doing anything else. But going to a live hockey game, in my experience, is definitely the most like electric environment I've been a part of. As far as like start to finish, just energy, vibes, like vibes only.
Right.
I think hockey wins.
In my opinion, I agree because as I'm thinking about it, I've never been to a sporting event that you feel more involved.
Yeah.
Because it just feels like you're so close to the action.
Yeah.
And sometimes
you're right there.
As somebody who hasn't been to a lot of them, you almost feel in danger sometimes.
Have you been to a hockey game?
Yeah, I've been to a couple.
Yeah.
And when that puck is flying around the room,
it's coming over the glass.
You're honestly kind of, it's the adrenaline of like, am I going to die?
Have you felt a hockey puck? Like, have you held one in your hand?
They're heavy.
They're heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's like, but you do feel every time you hear something hit the wall or you hear the puck get slammed, like you're like, whoa. You're like, whoa.
One more time.
You're like, yeah. Like, yeah. So I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree.
I think, because I'm thinking about, like, I've been to a lot of football games. I've been to a lot of baseball games. I've been to, like, several basketball games. Basketball games are more fun.
They are fun.
Than watching basketball.
For sure.
So I'd put, like, start to finish, just, like, engagement and excitement. I still think hockey's number one. Basketball, again, not my favorite sport. I don't watch basketball on purpose. I like March Madness and stuff like that. But, like football is my favorite sport.
Yeah.
Baseball is probably my second favorite sport, and I'd probably rank those 3 and 4 behind hockey and basketball for live sports experience.
I think I think baseball is probably the most boring thing I've ever went to.
Baseball is, I think they market well because they advertise as America's pastime.
Yeah.
Not America's game.
Right.
So baseball.
Okay, that's a fair way to defend it, I guess.
Yeah, they are what they claim to be.
Yeah.
It's a way to pass the time. That doesn't mean it's a ton of fun.
Right,
you know?
But doesn't mean you're thrilled all the time.
Baseball games are a good time in the sense that, like, you
they're
feel like
fun in a different way.
It's like going to the park.
But they're not exciting.
You're enjoying the park.
Yeah.
You're glad you're outside.
Right.
There's stuff going on.
Yeah.
You're having a good time.
Right.
You're not there for, like, electric live sports.
Right.
Sometimes it is that. You know,
Yeah.
if you get like if you
maybe
witness a
one
home run
inning.
or grand slam or, you know,
That's just low payoff for me though.
like if you're really into baseball, you might get locked into like a pitcher's duel. Those are electric in their own way. Like the score could be 0-0, but like a good pitcher's duel is just as fun to me as a high scoring game, because it's like this is just elite people against elite people,
Right.
and it's like you can appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only time I went to a baseball game, the only thing electric happened, I didn't even know what happened because by the point that it happened, I had checked out.
Sure.
I was literally in the seat. And I was like playing on my phone or whatever. And then everybody stands up. Everybody stands up. And I look. What happened? And they're like, you didn't see him hit the ball? I was like, they've been doing it for 4 hours. What changed?
You're like, a lot of people hit the ball.
Yeah. You know, like he got a double header, big slam, Columbus, Ohio, big kahuna smash. And I was like, what does that mean?
It means nothing.
It's like, I don't know. You know, I was like, it was all gibberish to me.
Yeah.
Now, part of that is just because, you know, I'm not into baseball.
You weren't locked in, yeah.
But I think from what I'm remembering, I think it was like a bases loaded situation. The score was close.
Oh.
It was that kind of. So it was like
that could have either been a grand slam or he got out of a bind.
Right. It was a set. It was a good point to be tense about.
Sure.
So
you were just checked
I
out.
just was, dude. It was like we were like 3 hours in. I don't
Yeah.
know how long there usually are.
Well, they in 2023, I think they installed like pitch clocks and stuff like that. They're trying to they're trying to protect.
This was like 2016 or 17.
Yeah, I think
I felt like it was 3 hours.
And baseball can go into extra innings,
Yeah.
and that can go on forever. I think the longest game I ever went to was like, I want to say, it went like. Wow, now I'm conflating. I've been to a lot of College World Series games because I grew up in Omaha.
Yeah.
There was a game I remember that went 18 innings.
Wow.
I don't remember if I was at that one. I know I've been to one that went like 13 or 14. But yeah, those can be long games.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't care about the teams.
Yeah.
Like I was just there for the baseball.
Right.
That my team wasn't in it.
And you're like, I've had enough baseball.
You're like, this is enough baseball. Yeah. You want to do one more?
Let's just keep
Okay.
Let's just keep going until we hit the limit.
Yeah, this will probably be the last one. Road work should have a mandatory time limit.
Agreed. Did you write that?
No.
We've talked about this.
We have?
Yeah.
I did not write that.
Yeah. We were like, it needs to be. Oh, I know who that is.
Do you?
Because we talked about it on the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like there needs to be a time limit, and you either forfeit the money, and you fire all the people if they fail.
Okay.
Right. So let's say
you did not complete the road work.
Let's say
in time.
let's say you're building a new road.
Okay.
You've given them all the money.
We're adding a lane.
We're adding a lane.
Okay.
Let's say
we're adding a third lane between two exits.
Yeah. Let's say the project is estimated to take 18 months.
Okay.
That after all the money, everything finally gets approved, they say 18 months. You have 18 months to finish this.
Mm-hmm. And if
18 months gets to the end and it's not done, whoever took that contract owes the money.
Really?
Back.
Okay.
Yes.
Back to whoever
the government
took the bids.
Whoever. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, probably
the money needs to go back, and somebody else is going to get the remainder to finish it.
So, what does the next person get? Like, do we blow the road and start over, or do they get to finish? Like, pick up where the
I like that idea.
Where the previous company stepped.
I like that idea. Yeah, start all over. No, I would think. Let's say they got halfway done.
Okay.
You do a reevaluation. You send the team back in and say, okay, now based on what is left, you now are 11 months, and we'll give you the money to finish it.
Mm-hmm. No,
you have 11 months.
The company that was working on it will pay you.
Well, they had to give the money back.
So they're already giving it back.
They're supposed to, yeah.
I was thinking they should pay the next person.
That could work too.
Yeah. Like legally required to pay the next bid.
Yeah, or prison. We could do prison.
Okay, so it's like a fine or time served situation.
I think if you're a repeat offender, I think we lock the whole company up.
Okay.
From CEO to all the labor guys.
Okay.
Everybody's got to go. Like if it's your third project, you failed to deliver on your third project, everybody gets a year.
Does it work like that though? Like if I was a construction worker,
Probably not.
Like if I was a construction
Those
worker
poor guys, yeah,
and they
they're
called
like-
me out to like flatten the road and my part's done.
Yeah. Oh,
Like-
yeah. That's yeah, that's
Like
true.
all I did was grind the dirt. That's what they asked me to do.
Right.
Sorry they took long on the back end, but my part was done on time.
Right. That's fair.
You know,
that's fair.
I don't think I should go to prison.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. No. But for sure, there needs to be a time limit, and people need to be held responsible for the issues that it causes.
okay.
So
Yeah, I do think some accountability would go a long way.
for sure.
Or just put like publicly, like, hey, here's the
Or
time
if we
frame.
put Chick-Fil-A and baseball on the roads,
We wouldn't have to worry about it.
we wouldn't worry about roads.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And who's in charge of the roads? The government.
There you go.
Why? I don't know. But they are. And if Chick-fil-A and Major League Baseball were involved, that road would be done by next week.
Yeah.
And they would say, my pleasure.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I think we can get one more.
You want to?
I think so.
Okay.
If it goes long, we'll put pin in it.
Okay. Let me find. I'm going to skip. There's one that I think we're going to talk about for a bit.
Okay.
Okay, let's do this one. Room temperature water is not only better for you, it's just better in general.
Yes.
So that's an anti-cold water gang comment.
And listen, I'm a cold water guy.
I'm a cold water.
I'm a cold drink guy.
Me too.
But also as somebody who has like teeth issues and stuff, it's like the cold hurts.
What's wrong with your teeth?
I don't know, dude. I haven't been. Listen, not to get into my personal business, but I haven't been to the dentist in a while.
What's a dentist?
I don't know, dude. I brush my teeth. I do all the stuff I'm
Do you
supposed
floss?
to
Be honest.
do. No,
Okay. Thank you for being honest.
no.
Yeah.
But
I think I know who submitted this one. And
mid water is the best.
like room temperature.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I have a hard time drinking room temperature water.
You're gonna hate me for this.
Why?
And you're gonna think I'm a crazy person. I kind of like borderline hot water.
Drinking it?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You didn't know you were going to get another hot take out of me today
Yeah.
because I didn't either.
Okay.
Listen, and let me describe you the situation, the exact situation. I really like it, and you're going to think
Okay.
you're going to think even worse of me than the animal episode. If a 18-pack of bottled water was left in the car on a hot summer's day all
You
day,
lost me already.
that evening,
That's
if I
trash
pull it
now.
out and it feels hot to the touch,
It's garbage now.
I'm like, ooh, that's kind of nice.
That's crazy.
I know it's crazy too.
Okay.
I know it's crazy.
Okay.
There's something about that.
So you're like a big BPA guy. You're like,
No,
give me the microplastics. I want the microplastics.
No, I don't want the plastics. I don't want the plastics. I don't, and I don't do this.
Sure.
Okay.
No,
I'm just saying,
yeah.
like when you're in those rare situations, and I don't go out of my way to heat my water.
Sure.
All right.
You're not out here microwaving water.
Right. It's just
Yeah.
one of those things that, like, when the opportunity presents itself, I enjoy it more than I probably should.
I think that's just desperation. I think if you were stranded in the Sahara Desert and you found hot water,
Yeah, or like
to
if you're
drink,
if you're working all day and you grab
It's gonna be
a
refreshing.
warm bottle of water. Right.
yeah, but
Yes.
it's not more refreshing than a cold water to me. Like you're doing yard work all morning on a hot summer day.
Right.
You come in, you're sweaty, you're hot, you want to cool off. There's a cold water in the fridge. There's a hot water in the garage. Which one are you grabbing?
I'm probably grabbing the cold one,
That's what I'm saying.
Probably.
Like if you had the choice.
but I'm gonna enjoy the cold one less.
Now, the take that's being administered here is that it's better. It's not only better for you; it's better in general. So the second part of that is an opinion.
Right.
That it's better in general.
Yeah.
That's a preference.
Right.
The room temperature water is better for you. Apparently, it hydrates you better. Like your body absorbs it
That
better.
explains why I like the hot water.
Yeah, like your body accepts room temperature water better than it accepts cold water. I don't understand the physiology of that. I'll have to
Yeah.
look into that. But I'm sure it's been explained to me before. But like,
Yeah. We'll have to look into that.
I don't think it's good enough for me to justify
To having lukewarm water.
having lukewarm water.
You're
Yeah.
going to be blown away again. We pretty much only drink lukewarm water at the house
Really?
because we don't refrigerate our water.
I don't
All of our
refrigerate-
water, we go like once a month to
Yeah.
a natural well
Yeah.
and we fill up the water. And so we have these big 5-gallon water jugs, and I just walk over and pour it straight from the 5-gallon jug into whatever my glass is.
I did not know this about you.
And so it's always room temperature. And I just don't think about it. Like, I don't think about it.
Yeah.
I just drink water because I have to drink water.
Yeah, water's great.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't drink anything else most of the time.
We have like
The cold drinks that I have is the water that gets put in my coffee to make cold brew.
Yeah.
That's the only cold I drink because I like room temperature. We can talk about room temperature water. Room temperature coffee, no go.
Right.
It's either cold or hot.
Yeah.
But I think cold water is overrated. I think it is.
Okay.
We didn't think we were going to get stuck on this one.
I'll take the L on that one. I know people I respect and love dearly.
And don't respect?
People I respect and love dearly prefer lukewarm water.
Yeah.
That's good enough
included.
for me. Right. You're included in that.
Okay, thank you.
There are 0 scenarios I can think of where I would go for that over cold water.
Right.
If I'm coming in on a hot day and there's room temperature water, I'm going to drink it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be great.
Right.
It's going to be refreshing.
Yes.
I'm going to feel better.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Uh-huh.
If I have the option,
right,
I'm picking the cold water.
Is there any scenario you can think of where you would reject the lukewarm water?
It'd be an availability issue.
Okay.
I would either have to have
So if you
cold
came over
water,
to my house,
yeah,
you wouldn't reject my water if you didn't want it.
No.
You would be like,
if that was the only
you
option,
wouldn't
I'd
ask
drink
me
it.
to say, you wouldn't ask me, you wouldn't come in, you wouldn't come in and be like, can you, I would love a glass, but can you put it in the fridge for about 20 minutes?
Sure. No, I would not do that.
Okay.
No, I'm not a crazy person. But I might ask, do you have ice?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I'm not going to ask you to chill my water. No.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
And if you don't have ice, I'll still drink it.
It's not a hill to die on.
No, it's not. I just disagree.
Yeah.
But it's a minor thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd still want to reiterate the fact I don't love microplastics.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay?
Who does?
I just, if water was sitting out under the sun or something, even if it was in a glass,
Yeah.
I would drink the hot water and kind of be like, this is nice in its own way. Because it is kind of nice.
I think the water has to be cooler than me, at least. So if the room temperature water feels cool to me because I'm hot, like I've been working outside, I can accept that.
Yeah. But you also, I'm trying to win you over to the hot water side. I know that's not what we were talking about. I'm trying to win you over now to the hot water side. It's like, listen, you like hot tubs, right? Hot tubs feel good, right?
Yeah, but they're hot tubs.
In their own way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I'm not drinking
It's
out
not
of
a pool. When I say let's go swimming, you don't think of a hot tub.
Right.
You think of getting in a pool.
Right.
A hot tub is a separate experience. That's what I'm saying for the hot water.
Correct. But
It's a separate experience. You're not coming in for the hot water. You're not putting your glass in the microwave after a hard day.
Yeah.
Being like, I need a glass of hot water. But I feel like, and just hear me out on this. Let's say you come in to record next week's episode and I have a glass of hot water for you. I'm like, enjoy.
Steaming
Just
right here.
enjoy it.
Just steaming.
I think you would enjoy it.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
All right. Okay.
Every time I've been in a hot tub, I have not been sitting there with a straw being like, yeah, this is good. More hot water, please. No, I'm sitting in it for a reason.
Hey, can somebody bring me? Hey, can you bring me a hot water? I would love a hot water right now. As you're in the hot tub, you're like, hot water would hit the spot right now. All right. Well, as we wrap up, next week.
Yeah.
How about you bring the Pop-Tarts, and I'll bring the hot water. And we'll
one of us is bringing a superior product.
We'll have snack time on the podcast.
Yeah.
And it'll be good.
Okay, we'll see what we can do.
How far? I'm just curious. As we wrap up, how far did we get?
Probably about
like a third,
like a fifth,
or
a quarter.
Welcome to part 1 of 7.
I don't know if it's gonna be 7 parts. Well, some of these we're gonna burn through.
Okay,
but there was a couple I put towards the top, and I knew I wanted to talk about the Chick-Fil-A Major League Baseball thing for a while.
Yeah,
and we got started late, so
all good.
We'll be good.
Part 1.
All right, part 1 in the books.
All right. Thank you for your hot takes.
Yeah.
Don't send any more. Because we don't know how many. We don't know when we're going to get to Hot Takes Part 2.
Right. But
we don't know how long it's going to take.
If you thought of anything, comment it, and maybe maybe it'll make it in the mailbag.
Also comment on our hot takes. Except for don't comment on mine. I've got enough comments on mine. No, I'm kidding. Any of our hot takes, leave a comment. Tell us your thoughts.
Yeah. And come back next week for either part 2 of something or part 1 of something new.
Yeah.
We're in
we
the part.
start a bunch of new series.
We're in part 1's mode right now.
Yeah.
So.
No. All right.
All right. Well,
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's a good time as always.
Like, subscribe, comment, email us, send in a speak pipe, and tell your good dumb friends about us. I've been Josh.
I've been Patrick.
And this has been
the Good Dumb Fun Show.
All right.
Let's go get you some hot water.
You're not one punching an eagle.
Dude, stop.